point. Just open my stance, open the face, swing across my feet as hard as I can. Hey folks, welcome back to Kozo's Coaching Corner. I'm here to take the tension out of your game, whether it's in your brain or in your body. Stick with me. Bunkers, I've seen some of the most tense people on the planet in here. The beach is supposed to be relaxing. Let's uncomplicate the bunker. Let's draw some lines, let's have some fun, and we're gonna change how you look at the bunker forever. So very much like the ultimate chipping station, we wanna put a few things on the ground that help us build an awareness of how we're supposed to set up and where we're supposed to hit the ground, how long the club's supposed to be on the ground for, how deep it goes in. So the first tool is completely free. Take your wedge and draw a line parallel to where you want to hit. So the first skill that we need to master when we're hitting any bunker shot is understanding where the club's entering the sand. So many people hang on their back foot, try to help it up into the air. It has the opposite effect. The number one thing we need to do is be able to drop this club onto the line. So once we draw this line, we're going to put our left heel on the line. Our feet are going to be very narrow, and my toe is going to be pointing forward. Pick up the club, drop it on the line as I stand. Notice I'm not trying to create a lot of force. The goal here is not to swing super fast. That's only going to make our miss worse and freak us out in our brain. All we need to do is imagine if we were going to have a handful of sand and we were going to toss it out onto the green. That's what I want going through your brain. See how when that comes out, it has a nice little bit of grab to it, and that shot traveled maybe 30 feet. Lip is pretty high here. You see I didn't have to panic and try to help this ball into the air. The loft does all the work for me. That one dropped right on the line, and I shaved about 3/4 of an inch of sand. It's like the chipping. We can change what type of shot's going to come out of this bunker by where the ball's positioned and how much loft is presented. So if I draw this line again, let's say now I want to hit one that's a little bit more of a chunk and run. I would move my heel a little further from the line. You can see now I have about a club's width further from the line, which adds a little bit of forward shaft lean to my 60. And now I'm going to drop this thing into the sand and it's going to project it forward. I wouldn't do this shot if I had a much higher lip than this, but I'm here to show you we don't have to try so hard to get the ball airborne. We just need to bottom out in the right place. So my heel's a little bit forward. Keep that weight up here. I'm going to pick it up. Let my hands fall with gravity as I gently stand. That's it. I want you to feel like this pendulum move. If I need to add any speed, I'm just going to take a longer swing. If I need the ball to go further, I change clubs to a sand wedge, pitching wedge, you name it. You can actually get out of these bunkers with a lot less loft than you think when you use this technique. And we can bottom out the club in the right spot. And you'll see that one flew a little bit further, and that's going to roll right up next to that red flag. All right, I'd like to show you just a little bit of a different angle here on how to get this set up. See, I'm going to draw my line parallel to where I'm hitting. We draw that perpendicular line straight back. This is the no-fly zone. Nothing good happens on this quadrant of this drill, which means I don't want any weight back here. I also don't want my club coming inside. Shallow is the death move for any chipping or bunker shot. Shallow means we're going to hit the ground early. The reason why I have this perpendicular line is to help us get the club vertical. There's the wave move, so that as this starts to fall, we can drop it down on the back of this line, or the front of this line, underneath the ball, and as we gently stand, that's what moves the low point and shaves a little bit of the sand up. Now, if we wanted to hit the low shot, see how I move the line further back? That has more forward shaft lean. Now, if I need to go with the really high one, my toes on the line, the ball is way up here, my weight's got to stay forward. With the handle back, that exposes the bounce, adds a bunch of loft. So now I just take a longer, freer swing, and the ball goes up if we have to get out of that high lip type situation like we have on the third hole. Here's a little PSA for all you practicers out there. Make sure you clean up after yourself when you're done practicing. I like to get the grooves of the rake moving in the direction that somebody might be hitting their shot. Get all the footprints out, a nice little push, make sure there's no ridges in there. Clean up your balls after you chip them. It's the right thing to do. Everybody's happier. Well, there we have it, folks. There's the simplest way that I can explain to take the tension out of your bunker game. Get out on the first try and enjoy ourselves a little bit more. If you found this at all helpful, please do me a big favor. Hit the subscribe button. Share it with a friend who takes 2 or 3 shots to get out of the bunker. Please come see me again on the next edition of Kozo's Coaching Corner.